to 86 with BBC1 and a season of films starring Michael Caine.
Me, British.
There are two Harry Palmer films, The Ipcress File and Funeral in Berlin.
I wish to defect, but there are conditions.
Acting the clown with Laurence Olivier in a comedy thriller, Sleuth.
I'm not very good at heights.
Well, don't look down. Concentrate instead on thick bundles of crisp pound notes, 170,000 of them in cash.
And starring as the hitman with Anthony Quinn in the Marseille Contract.
We know of several killings that he was involved in. When he works, he gets good money. He has many women.
Bees! Millions of bees!
The season begins with the disaster movie, The Swarm.
Look, what I do for a living is not important. What is important, critical, is that there are probably other invading swarms.
A Michael Caine season begins with The Swarm tomorrow at 9:15 on BBC1.
At 9 tonight, the good news and the bad news of the biggest defence order the government's ever placed. Merseyside celebrating, but the Scots are angry. We'll be looking at the growing tension over Libya and, after the death of Dustin G, the pressures on the men who make a living from being funny.
A conducted tour is now taking BBC2 for a colourful ride on a London bus route from Camden Town to the World's End. Here on One, public transport gives way to the limousines and jets of Denver as a couple of new faces appear amidst the Carrington clan in Dynasty.
Coming soon, the Colbys in their own series.
Handing Jeff half the Colby empire on a silver platter, well, I am not going to let her get away with it.
I think you can safely say that one man and one man only will continue at the helm of Colby Enterprises.
Oh, Jason, for God's sake, you're dying. Lean on somebody for once, please.
Dynasty 2, The Colbys, coming soon to BBC1.
The French high life of the sensual writer Colette is further explored on BBC2 shortly as she embarks on the whirlwind of activity which shocked Parisian society at the turn of the century. While in 25 minutes, the central figure of our film is strong, silent and nameless when Clint Eastwood triggers off bad feeling over a fistful of dollars. This is BBC1.
The 9 o'clock news from the BBC with John Humphreys and Andrew Harvey.
Britain's biggest defence order, jobs for Merseyside, but Scotland loses out.
American warships on the move. Are they bound for Libya?
The death of Dustin G, another victim of showbiz pressure.
And the rare birds that must be caged to survive.
Good evening. The government has announced an order for £1 billion worth of new military equipment. It's thought to be the biggest defence order there's ever been in Britain, and the Defence Ministry say it'll provide the armed forces with the most modern equipment to take them into the next century. It's